when there is an increased pressure yesinga barrier yotaddeko ekyenda kikola ki kiba kiyitamu. And this one has been so common with people who have chronic ulcers. It gives them a lot of pain. The intestines moves up and gives them a lot of discomforts. Yeah, there's also that kind of hernia. Then we also have abdominal hernias. You have heard of olabyeko ng'abaana wano ekundi mulite ekundi mu Luganda lizimbye ennyo.
Ab'ekikundi ekinene.
Ekikundi ekinene. Most times it is a what? It is a hernia. Kati ekyenda, remember omwana bw'amala kuzaalibwa ne tusalako kiri ekundi eryo. Kati kino ekituli emiswa gye waali eyita, it has to start closing slowly egenda ne closing mpola mpola. Naye by an abnormality, defect, some of them teziklozinga bulungi. Kati ekyenda kitandika kukola ki kibeera ne kiyitamu mpola mpola kiyitamu because of the result of the pressure that is being developed in the abdominal region. Yes, so we have those called what? Umbilical hernias. Yes.
Okay. Ezo zijjange ekundi terigadde bulungi.
Ekundi lino bwa terigadde bulungi. Kati ekyenda ne kitandika ku.
Ezo tezisinga beera common.
Ezo nazo ziri common nnyo mu baana.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, I'm sure you have seen some children who have those kind of enlarged
so abantu abakulu betulaba nga baali bato nga balina ebikundi nga tebakyabirina baba operatinga oba it gets time ne kiwona.
Na kati waliwo options bbiri. Waliwo okugamba nti ekituli ekikyazibikira bulungi tikyaklozinga bulungi nekigenda nekiklozinga mpola hania nekola ki neddayo. Because sometimes some of them are not operated, just watch them and they disappear by themselves. Kati amukama n'aba kukoze ki akuyambye nakigala ekyo ekituli hania nekola ki neddayo. Naye abalala it fails to close up completely and the only option they have is what? A surgical operation. Kati ensonga lwaki walabangako omwana omuto ayina ekundi eddene ate after some time noddamu n'olaba nti kyavaawo. So those are the major two reasons. Either he was operated or kyaddayo kyokka. Ate eyo canal, that opening which was there nekola ki neclosing. Yeah.
So the single kubeera common. Eya scrotum mu baana mukundi neno waggulu mu kifuba. Okay. Kale kakati mu ziriza mbaana zino ezaawana abaami n'abakyala eza scrotum strictly baami ezeeno ffenna tusobola ozifuna.
Ffenna tusobola kuzifuna nezaawana ez'ekikundi wano ffenna tusobola kukola ki kuzifuna. Yes.
Kale kakati omuntu ayina hernia, signs and symptoms zeziriwa. Atandika oli mwana muto basobola okukwata ng'olina muntu mukulu.
N'omuntu omukulu hernia okufuna.
It can develop.
It can develop at any age time. It has no restriction kugamba nti eno ya mwana muto, eno ya muntu mukulu. Tezina restriction yona.
Oyinza labira bubonero ki obusinga?
Obubonero obusinga nnyo okugamba nti omuntu alina hernia. Nawo ng'omulwadde osobola kugiraba nti ofunye ki ekintu ekizimbye. Kijjange ekizimba. Kati ekizimbe ekyo sometimes it becomes painful, sometimes kijja nekimala nekidduka nekijja nekigenda. Kati ako ke kabonera akasinga kabuli omu asobola kola ki kulabira wanti ayina ki hernia kijjange ekizimba. Ate original ekyo kintu kyali tekiriiwo. Katugambe kati ng'ekundi wano tandika okuzimba ate with the time n'olaba neddayo mpola mpola. When you strain nezimba nnyo. Kati ako kayinza kubeera kabonero k'omuntu ayina ki hernia. The same applies to the scrotum or the inguinal hernias. Okay?
Inguinal scrotum nayo enlarginga. Then the inguinal hernias, how do I tell that?
How do you tell? Now, we know that the inguinal region, there are these parts where our legs separate. If I may speak it in a layman's understanding, where our legs do what? Separate. Now, the moment you start seeing any swelling, abnormal swelling, that originally was not there. It could be a sign of what? Of a hernia. And this hernia can be painful or it may not be painful. Kasita bw'olaba nti watandise kujjawo ekizimba. Okay? Kayinza kubeera kabonero kaki ka hania or it can be another disease.
Okay.
Naye with the time kibeera nekiprogressinga with the complications omuntu n'otandika kufuna ki obulumi. Yes, those are major things that you can always look out.
And eno waggulu mu mawuggwe
eyo mawuggwe. Now the major sign that you can always look out is chronic chest pain. Okay, you have treated your ulcers, pain is not going, you have done all tests of the heart, there is nothing happening with the heart is very okay until after further investigation that you find out there is what? There is a hernia in the chest. So the major symptom that it will give, it will give chest pain, sometimes it gives nausea, vomiting and loss of appetite. Because it has affected the digestive system.
Okay.
Chances are high that you will do what? You will start having vomiting.
Okay.
You vomit out something.
Njawuliramu ku hernia ebeera painful, netally painful. Netally painful and why is it not painful? And why is the other one painful?
Kati ekireetera hernia kubeera painful, waliwo processes hernia zino buzibeera zikula. Engeri nkugambye nti ekitundu kimu kiva wekiina kubeera ne kiyingira ewalala. Now, I will give a small demonstration. Now, if this intestine is passing through the inguinal region, okay? If the inguinal canal was big, okay, and it hangs out freely, chances are high hernia eyinza kutakola ki? Kutakuluma.
Okay.
Naye kati singa ekituli kino weeyise ne kibeera narrowed, okay, there is what we call incarceration, trappinga. Oyingidde munda naye you be trapped inside.
Okay.
You be squeezed. Okay. Now there the hernia starts being painful. Now after that incarceration or trapping of that organ mu kanalu eyo, sometimes it ends up cutting off blood supply. Omusaayi ne gutaddamu kukola ki? Kutambula. Kugenda mu ekyo kitundu ekivudde mu lubuto.
Okay.
Yeah. Now the moment that trapping or incarceration starts happening, that organ is going to be squeezed out. And the moment there is too much pressure applied on it, it is going to do what? To become painful.
Okay.
As the squeezing keeps on going, it ends up cutting off blood supply.
Okay.
Kati ekitundu ekifulumye, blood supply cuts off, it starts dying. And the moment it starts dying, that's when you start having the pain. Yes. So that's how you can differentiate that this one is has been incarcerated or it has not been incarcerated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Diwebeera, when should I worry? Diwe neraliikirira nti hernia kakati wetusesobola okunfuukira obuzibu. And how dangerous or bad can it be?
Nga gwe omulwadde, you need to at the moment you see an abnormal swelling that has happened where it was not originally is.
Okay.
Because you don't know at any time it can be trapped. Okay? The moment kibeera free hanging like this, swinging around, any moment it can be trapped. And the moment it gets up trapped and it stays there for a long time, blood supply cuts off, it gets what? Strangulated. So it can happen at any time.
Okay.
So the moment gwolaba nti ofunye kizimba which you originally didn't have, kiri better n'okola ki? You be worried and you seek medical advice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Abantu abamu bawangala ne hernia eyo n'agamba yamukwata akyali mwana muto ne kakati agirina. Kati ate yeeyo ebeera. Kati
ekyo kiba kitegeeza eryekubo ekitundu bwe kyayita linene nnyo. That organ cannot be trapped and it cannot be strangulated there.
Okay.
Because singa eryekubo ligenda ne linafuwala, or it has entered in a place and it has been trapped and it gets strangulated there. Of course, there it has to be a medical emergency and it has to be operated there and then.
Okay.
Yeah. Naye kati omuntu akugamba amaze hernia ebanga ddene, it literally means that where that organ has gone.
Ekyo ekigambo ky'obadde okozesa strangulated kitegeeza ki? Strangulated hernia.
Strangulated hernia. Strangulated hernia, it means that kino ekitundu, let me use an example of the intestines. Efulumye where it was supposed to be, cut where it went, it was trapped. After it being trapped, it cut off blood supply. Now, after cutting off blood supply, that intestine which has moved out, it starts dying. kitandika okufa. That's what we call a strangulated hernia. Yes.
Okay.
After cutting off blood supply. And
so what happens when it dies?
It starts rotting.
Oh.
Yeah, it starts rotting. That's when you start developing abnormal pains.
Okay.
And the moment you see that, it is always an emergency operation to reverse back that. Because now, for example, if it happens like in the abdominal, within the abdominal region, and it gets strangulated, it will end up causing obstruction. The bowel movements they are going to cease out. And the moment the content in the stomach or in the intestines stops moving, also that one becomes an emergency. Yeah. So after it being trapped and you cut off blood supply, it is strangulated there and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So kakati otuba tudda kuchi.
Now after this hernia being strangulated, remember you put it somewhere where it was not supposed to be, you cut off blood supply, and then that organ has started dying. It has started rotting. Of course, there and then that swelling has developed to abnormal pain. So the immediate remedy that is there is an emergency operation.
Okay.
Yeah, because the moment that organ starts rotting, it can perforate and it pour all the content that it has where it was not supposed to pour there. Then sometimes it can end up resulting into an intestinal obstruction. And the intestinal obstruction, those are always surgical emergencies. So the end point is always rushing that person.
When ndaba ekifaananyi ky'ekyenda kirina gulinga mukutu bwe gutyo ogutambuza.
Yes.
So part of it bw'eba ng'erina weeyingidde nedevelopingamu hernia. Eno sisitemu y'omubiri esigala ku ki?
Sisitemu y'omubiri ey'ekyenda oba
ey'ekyenda.
Now,
because it is supposed to be a whole system.
A whole system. Yensonga lwaki nkugambya like singa ne kigenda awantu wonna ne kibeera trapped and we end up having strangulation.
Okay.
Remember kino ekyenda kibadde kitambuza some content in it. Now after it being trapped and being strangulated, chances are high eno content egyabadde etambulamu egenda kustopinga. So that's what we end up having an intestinal obstruction. Okay? Kati eyo system ebya it has been compromised. You have compromised that system of the digestive system, which is flowing in the content up to the outlet.
Okay.
So the moment that content has been compromised on its motion, of course you have to find an immediate remedy to restore that pathway.
Okay.
Yeah.